You know, it is the new year, and that means a new you. But the way you get a new you is being healthy. And with us is the man, the myth, the legend from the doctors, seen here on AZTV7 right after us. It's Dr. Ian Smith. Good morning, doctor. How are you?
Great, man. It's great to talk to you.
So I love it. You know, I love that I am the warm-up guy for you. That is what I call myself. You know, 8 to 9, we warm up for you coming in right at 9 o'clock after us. And so I've been working on my medical lingo and talk, and I just know from watching a lot of ER repeat. I just know this one. Code red. Code red. I don't know what that means. Or code blue. Is it code red? I don't know what those. So.
Well, believe it or not, a lot of those terms are actually hospital specific. It's not like a universal term. The codes could be trauma. It could be that someone is dying and needs to be resuscitated. So those codes kind of are different depending on where you are, but I get the idea.
Yeah, well, the thing funny is that they cut right to commercial when they say that, and I don't know where they're going with it, so I just use those. So, but hey, I love that you have, for the last pretty much year, have taken over the reins of the doctors and have been guiding us through this pandemic, and we know that going into 2021, it's about health, and so important right now, and I know that people have pretty much said back in 2020, I'm going to get healthy. The pandemic hit, they didn't get healthy. Now it's so important going into this new year. Am I right?
100%. You know, vaccine is here. The vaccines are here, which is really great. I think that it's going to help us facilitate the end of what has been a disastrous period in the world. However, that being said, a lot of people, unfortunately, over the last 10, 12 months, a lot of people have kind of not been on their game, let's say. And so, you know, with the good news about the vaccines, the numbers are going down. I think that people are really going to be serious about their transformations in 2021. And as you know, one of the things I do is I do diet and fitness and nutrition. And so I'm really pumped because there's no more reason now than ever to want to really change your life and be positive about making that transformation.
Yeah, and you have written a lot of books, and I think the one right now I think would be great for people to start off with, and that's Mind Over Weight, because it starts in the mind before you can even start thinking about an eating plan. Am I right?
Absolutely. I tell people all the time that ground zero for weight loss or weight maintenance, or actually most things in life, is above your neck and between your ears. It's your mind. So many people, unfortunately, start weight loss programs and their mind is not in the right place and they don't get the results that they could have gotten had they been mentally prepared. So my book, Mind Over Weight, is a small little book. Actually, here it is right here. It's really small, right? Look how small it is, right? And the reason why I made it so small was because I fought my publisher about this. I wanted to create a book that was easy to read, that was full of a lot of information, but was not intimidating. And so you can read this book in an hour and a half. It's only 7 simple chapters. But the good news is that when people read this book, they say to me, man, I never thought about that, or I didn't look at something in a certain way. And so, yeah, it starts in the mind.
Yeah, and then that moves us into Clean and Lean 20-day book, which is so important. Now, this gets us into really, they say, you know, everyone says it takes 20 days to 30 days to really get on a good plan, and that's where this book does come into play. Am I right?
Yeah, Clean and Lean is a book that combines clean eating with intermittent fasting. Both of those things, by the way, by themselves are effective at weight loss. If you just ate cleaner, you would lose weight. If you just did intermittent fasting, you're likely to lose weight. But when you put both of those things together, you have synergy. And that's why I combined it. People love it. It's an easy program. It's real food. There's exercise, by the way, but it's not exercise where it's going to, you know, make you fall out in 2 hours a day. It's all about being realistic, because here's the bottom line. I want people to make lifestyle changes so that their weight loss is sustainable and permanent, not just something transient because they went on a quick fix program.
Yeah, and I like that you just didn't say, okay, here goes the book, read this, here you go. You actually have a recipe book that goes along with it, which is so important too, because that's where we all go wrong when we start to work on our food plan, is what we should cook and what we should eat, and really not paying attention to it and just putting anything in our body.
Well, the other part of it also is people should have as much control of their food environment as possible. I know it's fun to eat out. You don't always want to cook. I get it. But the more you can control how you prepare the food, the ingredients you put in the food, the more you're in control of what goes into your body. And so The idea behind, the recipe book is simple recipes, 30 minutes or less, and all kinds, vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian, omnivore, it doesn't matter. The idea is you can make these recipes work for you.
So I love it. Okay, before I get to your challenge, I got to bring up this picture here. And this is what we found. This is from the blog of I believe it was Wise and something. This is a young Dr. Ian, and this is someone's celebrity crush right here. This is, dude, tell me, how old are you in this picture right here? Because you look a little like you do now, but with no hair.
So that picture was back in about 2004, 2006, something like that, early 2000s. That was a publicity photo for my first novel, The Blackbird Papers. And that was the shot. And what's funny about it is my girlfriend at the time, I've never done something like that. And she was like, she's used to, me being a buttoned up doctor kind of guy. She was like, what is that? Like, who do you think you are? So I thought she'd like it. And she was just like, you think you're so cool?
Dude,
anyway, I got to find that shot. I like that shut. I'm going to post on Instagram.
I tell, because for a minute, I was like going, man, is that JCPenney's or Sears? I wasn't for sure. So
I'm going to post that today on my Instagram. Follow me at Dr. Ian Smith. Spell the doctor out, I-A-N Smith.
All right, we got to wrap it up, but I want to talk about, again, one thing for right now. I know we're going to come back to you in just a minute later on the show, but your challenge, your Take Back challenge that you started. What is this all about?
It's an 8-week program. It has a daily meal and exercise plan. It has Zoom sessions. I give you coaching Zoom sessions once a week. We have live workouts on Zoom 3 times a week. And if you don't make the live, it's recorded. So please email me. It's called takebackchallenge@gmail.com. Takebackchallenge@gmail.com. I can send you the registration links. But real fast, the idea is we're going to take back control, take back our bodies, and basically for a lot of us, take back our lives in 2021.
I like it. I'm not done with you. Will you come back later on in the show and we talk about your novel, since this is the 3rd one? I know you brought up from the publicity shot, but will you come back later in the show and we talk about now reading, not medical book, but a novel that's pretty cool, mystery?
I'm here. I'm ready.
All right, come on back and join us later on the show. We're going to be talking with Dr. Ian Smith about his novel, Unspoken. But don't forget, you can catch him right after our show, 9 o'clock on The Doctor.